Welcome to this bonus episode of Extra Time with Girls on the Ball. Ahead of their first match at the Hill Dickinson Stadium, we sat down with Maz Pacheco to find out why she left Aston Villa and life at Everton. Enjoy. All right, Maz.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. I am well. I did already apologise for looking like I've walked off a golf course. I have. So this is why I look like this.
That's fine.
I think the last time we chatted was maybe about 2+ years ago.
Yeah, Villa.
You were at Aston Villa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're at Everton now. Talk to me about the change.
Yeah, I think obviously at Villa, I was there for a good amount of years, and unfortunately my time at the club come to an end. And for me, looking back now, it's probably the best decision. I needed a new challenge and a fresh start, and obviously speaking to Brian and the club and seeing the backing of the owners and seeing what they have going on here, it just seemed like a right fit. And obviously coming home, I couldn't say no to coming home.
Was that the main draw, the kind of the investment, the kind of, it's an exciting time for Everton right now? Was that one of the main draws?
Yeah, definitely. I think the calibre of players as well. We've got quite a young squad, and although we're not performing right about now, I say performing, not getting the results, we have got a young squad and we've got quality players, and you can see that and you can feel it in training. So it's just a case of us putting things right and getting it in the league.
And I guess from an outside perspective, I guess same for you over the last couple of years. It's not been easy at Everton. And, you know, I think perhaps Brian was working with not a lot, particularly on the pitch at times.
Yeah, of course.
But now feels like a different time. It's, you know, lots of players, new players coming in, new faces, new investment, Goodison Park, you know, and you're part of that. That, again, I guess is an exciting thing at this time of your career, to feel like you're becoming part of an exciting chapter.
Yeah, of course. I think he was very honest. He always said that he'd never had the backing or the budget to play the way he wanted to and to perform in the league. And this is the first year they've got that extra length that they can go to. So to be a part of that and to be a part of a special squad is important. And yeah, it's very historic. But yeah, obviously the pull coming home is definitely a big plus for me.
Absolutely. And I guess now we're seeing what Everton can do with depth, with investment. And, you know, with that, I guess, comes new ideas, or maybe the freedom for a manager to flex his muscle a little bit more on the pitch.
Yeah, definitely. I think with the league, it's going so much harder. It's close games. I don't know if you've noticed, very 2-1, 3-1, 1-1. So in the past, it used to be the 4-0s, the 3-0s, and it just goes to show the calibre of players that are coming in and the depth of the squads. We've got pretty much 2 in every position, and it's not 2 of one starting 11 and another starting 11. It's, you can rotate in and out, and it doesn't change the team too much, and that's what you want as players, and it's what you want as a manager. And yeah, I'm excited for sure.
You've been in the WSL for a little while now, and we always talk about the improvement of players and the quality of players coming into the league and the players playing in the league. Have you noticed an improvement from the managers, from the tactics, from, you know, oftentimes you might see a team bank up, for example. You don't really see that as much now. There's more challenges, more style. You can see what teams are trying to do. Have you noticed that as a player?
Yeah, definitely. I think back in the day when I was coming through, it was very much park the bus if we were against like the Chelseas, the Arsenals. But I feel like I've not done that for years. I've not had that tactic for years. And yeah, the growth of the WSL has been massive. Obviously, it helps with the Lionesses winning the Euros, being in the World Cup, bringing those viewers and those fans in. It just helps the league, and it helps players want to come play in our league too. So for me, it's very exciting and important.
We saw it a little bit at the 2023 World Cup. We saw it at this Euros, you know, teams kind of knew how to perhaps set up against difficult teams. And maybe it was a case of, you know, doing that for 90 minutes or executing it or having the players to execute. And I guess maybe that's an area of the game we maybe don't shine a light on enough, is the tactics side, where things are starting to shift and get better.
Yeah, definitely. I think the calibre of managers coming in is definitely improving, and the tactical, methodical side is definitely there. I think here at Everton, it's the biggest it's ever been for me. First time I've been coached the way Brian coaches and the coaching staff. So it's credit to them, and it's credit to him for getting his philosophy into Everton.
That's interesting. What were some of the differences you noticed coming in here training wise?
He's very everything we do, from the passing drill all the way through, it's very much how we play, the principles, and that seems so simple coming out, but sometimes I feel like teams forget about it. And yeah, from your first touch, from your body shape, from your body language, he's very much, he knows what he wants, and you have to go and do it. And for me, that's what you want. You want black or white, none of this grey area.
Yeah. I've heard other managers talk about, particularly in previous seasons, that it's often difficult to set up against Everton because you're quite an adaptable squad, and you can adapt whether it be a full game tactics or whether it be maybe how you press for a particular and a half, or there's different areas of the pitch where you're quite adaptable. Is that something that's still important?
Definitely. I think coming in, my mind was like a bit like, oh my God, there's so much tactics, there's so much to learn. But yeah, he is very fluid and adaptable. And when we come into against different teams, he very much is like, okay, we need to do this week. And it's just new things constantly. But for the core of the team that have been there for years, it's something that's just become habit and they understand it. So it's just us new players getting used to that and, learning from him.
The last 18 months or so for you, how has life been, football been? Has it been a bit of a trickier time perhaps, and this feels like a fresh start?
Yeah, definitely. I think towards my end of my career at Villa, getting my injuries, getting back fit, it was definitely tough, but pre-season was something that I wanted to go hard in. Lost weight, got faster, got fitter, and Brian seen that and he just took a chance, which I'm very lucky with. But yeah, it's definitely a fresh start for sure.
How do you as a player manage those, I guess, difficult times? Because, you're not in the club or in with the team all of the time.
No, true.
Are you able to kind of get yourself away and take yourself away and do things?
Yeah, of course. I think for me, it's surrounding yourself with the best people. I think I've got, the best support network, found a great partner who pushes me in every way possible. And I think having the people who want the best out of you, it just reflects into your football. And I realise now that's so important, from my nutrition, from my gym to my football. It's all fluid for me.
Yeah, we were chatting to Fran Kirby around Euros time, and it was about all of those things you do when you leave club, because you're not there 24/7, right? Yeah. But you have to be an athlete 24/7.
Yeah, for sure. And I think for me, I can be honest now, but as soon as I left club, I would say I wasn't professional. I was eating what I wanted, doing what I wanted. I didn't really have that mindset, but that definitely flipped leaving Villa and having that block where I'm like, okay, I've fell off the wagon. I'm not where I want to be. I need to knuckle down. And I think that's come with age. It's come with maturity. I've hit that time where I'm like, okay, I want to hit my peak of my career. So I think it's a blessing in disguise for sure.
Have you noticed, do those small changes, those 1%, it sounds cliche, but do they make a difference?
No, 110%. I mean, it's the first time I've been at a club and I've been top of the leaderboard for fitness. So that's for me, I'm something like that makes me proud. I'm proud of that. And yeah, just physically best I've looked, but the data shows it as well. Obviously we get weighed, we get scanned. And I feel like in football, I can keep up with the pace a bit more, which is quite nice.
And I guess that then further, it's kind of cyclical, doesn't it? Then it drives you to push even
even
further,
more.
Right?
Yeah, my numbers are really high.
How much is that kind of data analysis side of thing progressed in your career?
So much. It's so much more intense now, but I love it because, stats are stats. You can't lie from them, you can't hide from them, but you also need to remember football's football. So although you have the stats, you got to watch the game as well to make it coincide. But yeah, that part of the game has grown, which is amazing. We've got great people coming on board that can do the workload, that you can sit with, that you can pick areas that you want to improve.
And are you the kind of player that likes that data, likes that knowledge? Some players maybe want to know as little as possible.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely numbers driven for sure. Yeah, I need to know it after every training session, after every game. Because for me, like I said, the takeaway away from club, the numbers that I hit in club, it means I can do certain things on my off days. So I need to know.
What do you do on your off days? Do you golf?
I try to. Golf, tennis, boxing, running, gym.
So you relax then, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Do you know what? It's become a running theme in the team. Every off day I come in, or after every day off I come in, the girls right, what have you done yesterday? What have you been up to this week? And I have to list it all out, and they're all just like, yeah, crazy. You're off your head.
Do you feel that's come with you coming home? You just felt a bit
110%. And obviously finding my people, my circle who are active, who want to push me in the right way.
And I guess that's another thing then that contributes to how you feel when you're playing football, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Finding that joy again.
Yes, for sure.
National team recently called up the Philippines. Hasn't happened yet. It's in the progress, but that's exciting.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've missed the international stage. You guys have seen me through the England youth age groups. But yeah, Philippines got the call up. Went to Turkey and Dubai, which is amazing to be with the girls, be with the team. Very different from obviously the Lionesses setup, but it's a learning environment. For me right now, I'm in the process of getting my passport. It's not quite there yet. Hopefully one day make my debut, but I'm not sure. Not sure when. I've got my eyes on the Asia Cup in March. Obviously, some of the Japanese girls were going to play, so I'm just hoping I get to play against them.
So you've been in and around camp then already?
Mm-hmm.
And what's that been like?
Yeah, new, definitely new. I think it's definitely different, but in terms of having a goal, having an aim, the girls are very much drilled into that, very much together, and you want to be a part of that on an international setting.
Feels a bit like coming here and being part of a new project, right?
Yeah, exactly, and that's the exciting part. And I'm lucky the staff there are very, very nice and very kind and very determined to do well, which is good.
Do you find you bring experience as well, having been in a different like national team setup? You kind of, I guess, bring a different experience to that setup.
Yeah, it almost feels like cheating sometimes because I'm like, oh, should I be here? But yeah,
giving them the secret.
I'm like, okay, but yeah, it's definitely, that experience is definitely valuable. I remember speaking to Mo Marley about it, and just having those caps, having those tournaments all through the youth age groups, it does set you up for senior football, and you do need them because you see the difference between the girls who have had it and the girls who don't. So for me, it's definitely bringing that experience and making sure we're performing and we have an elite environment in clubs like Philippines.
And it also means, I guess, that you know what it's like to go away from, domestic football, come back to domestic football, switch on for national camp, switch on for club. You already have that kind of experience with you, so you know what to expect.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. I mean, I was out of touch for a while, and that's where the kind of like, I was itching to just get back. So I know what it feels like to go away, but I know what it feels like to stay. And I think that's important in terms of being at club level, being at Everton, having that empathy for both. But yeah, definitely hungry for more.
It feels like it's all kind of come at the right time for you. New club, national team, hopefully starting, coming out soon with Philippines, maybe finding your love again. Maz 2.0, is that?
I think so. I like that. Yeah? It's on the cards. Yeah, for sure. I think everything's aligning, but I feel like when you do things right, everything falls into line anyway.
And playing football, I guess, with a smile on your face again.
Yeah, it's not a bad job.
No, it's the most important part. It's great to see you, though, back smiling again, enjoying your football.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for taking the time.